I have received a reply from Ubisoft lawyers
Oh, we got
regarding
an update.
my situation and Mcdizzle trying to destroy my entire career by faking, pretending to be somebody who he's not, an actual real-life person that works at Ubisoft, a developer there.
Yeah, pretty scumbag move by Mcdizzle. This is an update to this whole situation. Apparently, Mcdizzle is in trouble too, so let's go ahead and keep watching.
And saying that they were them while they were trying to send over a fake story to get me to leak it and tell the public that, just to prove something for a social experiment or something.
Yeah, it
I
was
still
weird.
really don't understand what the motives were.
It was a weird situation, except to try and get him in some kind of strange gotcha. But, you know, to steal somebody's identity just to get somebody else in a gotcha, that's pretty deranged.
Except for a got you to try to take me down. But at the end of the day, it didn't work out for Mcdizzle at all. And the lawyers
Crashed and burned.
themselves have told me that they also have reached out for further information.
Nice.
From Mcdizzle. What's going
Get fucked, Mcdizzle.
on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And I have written this article over at smashjt.com. We're going to go over this today, going through not just what the lawyers have said to me specifically in addressing
Perfect.
Mcdizzle himself, but also Mcdizzle has a response that I found very, we'll just say, curious.
He had a little bit of a crash out on Twitter last night, or X, as you should call it. Mcdizzle kind of had a little bit of a crash out. He was becoming a reply guy last night.
Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full article that we're going to be going through today. Ubisoft lawyers respond. Mcdizzle Gaming goes into full damage control. The recent Smash JT Ubisoft legal saga has received an official response from Ubisoft's legal team. It's shed some important light on their overall stance regarding Mcdizzle stealing one of their employees' identities, and I have received direct confirmation back from Ubisoft that they have indeed reached out to Mcdizzle Gaming.
Good. That was a concern I had because they sent Smash the cease and desist, and he had some correspondence. So I'm glad they reached out to Mcdizzle Gaming as well. So good.
And while they didn't elaborate too much on the specifics, obviously, Mcdizzle himself has also now acknowledged it in a tweet. But first, let's go over the latest email from Ubisoft's lawyer to me. And again, I've had multiple people in my previous video talk about like, oh, how do you know they're real? It could be another fake. It might be like step 2 of what they're trying to get you on. I'm like, okay, maybe it's some elaborate hoax, but it's coming from a @Ubisoft email address.
Yeah, I did reach out to Smash because I didn't see the video. Smash, I don't know if you're watching this later. When I DM'd you, I hadn't seen the video yet. I was out and about at wrestling training, so I was like, hey, just double check everything before we all react to the situation because these people are out to get you by any means, obviously. Mcdizzle proved by any means necessary these guys would literally steal somebody's identity just to try to get you, which is wild when you really want to think about it. That's pretty deranged.
And I verified the name of the person is a lawyer for Ubisoft. So, I mean, if this is a fake, it's a pretty good fake. And on top of that, what they say lines up with exactly what I would expect them to say after the request came through yesterday. They said, thank you for your prompt response and for taking the necessary steps to edit the video out of respect of our employees' privacy. We appreciate your willingness to act in good faith on this matter.
Yeah, he went back, blurred out all the identifying information of the actual Ubisoft employee, and yeah, it wasn't an admittance of guilt, by the way. It was somebody complying because, to be honest, that other individual was dragged into this by Mcdizzle. They're innocent. They had nothing to do with this whole situation. So good on Smash. And you know what? I'm giving Smash all the props. I'm not glazing him or sucking him off. He's come out. He's owned accountability for this, said that he'll do better, that he'll vet properly next time. He's retracted his previous video where he said the game was delayed to May. Like, he's been all of transparent, but Mcdizzle has not up until this moment.
Regarding the broader issue, we want to clarify that we have also reached out to Mcdizzle Gaming regarding their actions. That said, it remains important to be
I hope they sue the pants off of that fucking fuck.
cautious when featuring information that could contribute to impersonation or reveal employee identities, even inadvertently.
That's
we
fair.
appreciate your understanding and cooperation, in ensuring that such situations are avoided in the future.
That's fair from Ubisoft. I mean, that's fair.
Thanks again for your time and consideration. Best regards. And I mean, I probably don't need to redact the lawyer's name.
See, he's
but
trying
I'm
his
doing that
best.
out of just, I don't want to deal with this with them. I'm just like, okay, their lawyer sent this to me.
He already has one frivolous lawsuit going on, right?
Great. I'm going to just report on it to you guys as far as what the situation is for full transparency. I found the most interesting part of this was when they talk about how they reached out to Mcdizzle Gaming regarding their actions. And this leads me to the broader point of Mcdizzle Gaming removing, privating, or deleting the video talking
Yeah,
about
he
the
took
situation,
everything. He took everything down, guys.
trying to take down my channel by exposing me as some sort of fraud because I don't vet enough on the people that send me information, which I don't know how many times I can address this to you guys. But again, I do the best I can when it comes to vetting my sources, and I will try to be better. But
See, this is called accountability. All right? All the people that are praising Mcdizzle for exposing Smash, this is called accountability right here. Take notes on that.
at the same time, no matter how good you are at vetting sources, when it wants to be an anonymous leaker or somebody that doesn't want to be connected to their company and they're providing you with information and they're saying, hey, here's what's happening here. I want you, I trust you to get this information out for me. And it all lines up. The person lines up with what they say. All I can do is trust their word and say, okay, this is what I'm getting from this person. And take it or leave it. Take it with a grain of salt.
And that's exactly what he said. Take it with a grain of salt. That doesn't mean that it's 100% factual or confirmed or that it can't change. But for some reason, these people just can't compute what take this with a grain of salt means at all. At all. I don't understand why they don't understand what rumors, leaks, stuff that's not confirmed, stuff that's taken with a grain of salt. Don't understand how they don't understand how that works.
If they are to be believed, these are the things that I always say with that kind of information. And that's after my vetting process of making sure it's a real person, making sure that everything lines up and the story makes sense. And depending on the severity of the story will depend on how much information I'm going to be requiring from them. If it's somebody just confirming a basic story that's out there, like the one that Mcdizzle tried to do here, that's how he got me.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, it sounds like it's something that could be pretty much believable. I mean, you look at all the track record that they've had with this game delaying it and stuff, and then he faked it pretty fucking good. I mean, I don't blame Smash for falling for it. He faked the shit pretty good.
It's just saying, yeah, that rumor of Assassin's Creed getting delayed another time, it's true. It is getting delayed another time. It made sense.
Yeah,
so what I learned
I
from
agree.
this situation is to take a step back from these and just not just go with the story the first time. Make
Accountability.
Sure I ask for more follow-up information. But again, at the end of the day, no matter how much information they provide me, no matter how much they have proven they will already lie to get to a desired result of trying to ruin me, there's nothing more I can do. And people that want to destroy the channel, destroy my brand, destroy the trust that people have for me, if they have that target set out in mind, they will hit it.
And it's wild. Again, like I said, it's crazy to see the lengths that have now been proven. Like, all this really did was just expose how deranged these people are against Smash. In all honesty, a lot of people are laughing about it and kind of saying, oh, Smash is finished, blah, 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 blah. And then they kind of just slightly ignored what was going on with Mcdizzle. I think this exposed the living crap out of him. I think now we see that Mcdizzle is deranged. He's obsessed. He's stalkerish. He's willing to take innocent people's information and use it for a agenda or a narrative. And if anything, it just exposed this guy as somebody that's fucking absolutely nuts.
And initially, it will work, which is exactly what happened. But as time has passed, a lot of the community, in fact, I'd argue most of the community, has looked at this for what it is and said, oh, wait, That guy was actually going out of his way to try to ruin you. And
Absolutely.
his whole purpose was to try to prop his whole channel up and knock your channel down and take your subscribers for his own.
Bingo. Bingo.
Like, that was clear as day what he was trying to do. And it was embarrassing. It was pathetic. And it didn't work at all. And now where did it leave him? A channel with less subscribers, less views, and people that do not trust him at all. So
shouldn't.
I hope it was worth it for your social experiment. But
yeah, the social experiment backfired immensely.
Regardless of that, Mcdizzle responds. And this response is, we'll just say fascinating.
Fascinating.
He goes, for those wondering, I removed tweets and videos to comply with the cease and desist. Part of this as well was not to impersonate an Ubisoft employee for any intent in the future.
It was too late. You already impersonated somebody. And this is probably going to backfire you on you big time. I think even if they sent you a cease and desist, they still have grounds to take legal action against you, especially because you admitted it.
Again, the problem is, once you do what you did, nobody will believe a damn thing that you say.
Ever.
Because you have already proven yourself to be untrustworthy. So I don't even take any of this with any kind of truth whatsoever.
Yeah, like who's not to say that Mcdizzle won't do this again, or his other buddies, all their ilk on that side. At the end of the day, not only did he do this to try to get Smash in a gotcha, he also did this to impress people like Alyssa Mercante. Think about that. He did this to impress his side that are just as vile and corrupt. Isn't that wild?
Part of this as well was not to impersonate a Ubisoft employee for any intent in the future. How do we know that? Like, why would we believe you? Like,
I don't believe him.
You did deceive somebody to get to an end goal, to prove to people that you are willing to do whatever it takes to get to that end goal. And that includes potentially breaking laws and becoming a criminal to do that. And now we're just going to take a step back and be like, oh, it's okay. He learned.
He didn't hold any accountability. Okay, so I think he's full of crap. I think he's full of crap.
His lesson. I'm sure we can trust him now because
we're not. We can't.
All complied, and I think I can work with that. I take it pretty seriously. I have said my piece to those that matter in the situation. I understand Smash also got a C&D. I hope he takes...
Which he was laughing about it. Called Smash a bitch, actually. He called Smash a bitch on X.
...it seriously, as sharing personal information to a large audience is no joke.
It was your fault. It was your fault.
In no position to tell me what I can do, what I can't do, what's moral.
Fucking tell him, Smash.
You cannot say these things, all right? What you did just kind of eliminates your ability to have this kind of moral grandstanding high ground.
More moral high
lost
ground.
all of that. But regardless, to the people who are angry on behalf of their favorite YouTuber, don't know what to tell you, I've been reasonable, mature, and an adult this whole time.
Oh, my dear God. You have not been mature or an adult this whole time. You have not been mature or an adult this whole time. Let me reiterate, guys. He took the information of an innocent person that works at Ubisoft because he's so deranged to get a gotcha on Smash and drug him into this. And now there's legal documents being sent out because of him.
And actually gave Smash some good faith that I did not need to, and provided him with the name of one of the BioWare leakers.
This guy sucks.
Which isn't me.
This guy
sucks.
And
by the way, he did do that. He sent me the information of a BioWare leaker, and I was like, yeah, that's the leaker that I confirmed with my actual inside source at BioWare that is not a real person. And they vetted it for me and said, yeah, that's not true. The information that they gave you there is not true. And I made a video talking about that. So I don't know how this is a gotcha. Again, like, this is the problem that I have with them is they're trying to extrapolate one situation and be like, oh, we got him.
Yeah, they're idiots. That's what it is. There's no logic with people like Mcdizzle.
Here. So because we got him there, that means everything he's ever done ever is not believable. And I'm like, okay, then why are you not actually bringing up other examples? And it's because you can't.
Yeah, they can't. They have no argument.
Everything else I've already reported on has either come true or I've presented tangible evidence of contacting with them. Slack messages, email messages, CEO insider messages from Obsidian. Like, everything I've talked about is actual good faith, journalistic integrity filled conversation. And no, I'm not a journalist. I'm just a guy talking about stuff on the internet where people send me information. And I don't know where this keeps getting caught up where, oh, this is journalism integrity.
It's their cope. That's what it is. All these people that you called out, they're all mad because of your Kotaku detected section, Smash. That's why. they're all mad because of that.
And Smash JT is no better than the yellow journalism anywhere else. I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're trying to prove here, but whatever it is, it's clearly not working. But
agreed.
Regardless, he continues. Which isn't me. If you did see my video, someone else tipped me off that this was happening. Remember, this
guy Mcdizzle says a lot in this tweet, and it almost seems like he's still trying to skirt away from accountability.
A pattern not limited to Smash around bad faith reporting by anonymous sources. Name/role and nebulous information shouldn't be enough to assume you are talking to an inside leaker because it quote-unquote lines up. So this is now the moral arbiter of truth of Mcdizzle telling everyone else what should and should not be enough information to vet somebody.
This is great.
And I would respond to that with, okay, so what is? Do you notice how they never provide that? Because there is no answer to that.
They will never, ever provide stuff. They just like to finger point, shame you, tell you how you're everything wrong. And then on top of that, they'll usually throw insults about your intelligence, your appearance, your looks, how you're a grifter. But they'll never show their receipts.
Every situation you have to take individually on its own and do your best with it. What he's doing right now is making a straw man argument to knock it down, being like, oh, what he did there clearly wasn't enough, which proves why this guy is not somebody you should trust.
Absolutely.
And it's like, no, bro, you can't do that. That doesn't work. Every situation is its own beast.
It is.
Do I have an apology for Smash? No. Why would I apologize to a lot?
Oh, why would he apologize for doing something potentially illegal and using somebody's identity and being completely honest, not having any accountability or responsibility for themselves? And he's already biased against Smash anyway because he has to suck up to Mommy Mercante.
Large YouTuber who has blasted out my personal information.
By the way, Mcdizzle in the past has tried to say that I sexually harassed somebody twice, right? This guy is clearly just trying to grow his channel. That's what it is. And sure, part of being on YouTube is so you can grow your platform, get a bigger audience. But the reason why this guy is so deranged to this point is that he's trying to make himself the story. And what it looks like is he's going to end up trying to make himself in court with Ubisoft, in my opinion.
Not a dox, but definitely threw my name and general location out to his angry smashers. Keeps talking
Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't your side do that a lot?
About me. Bro, you tried to destroy my career, my reputation, my business.
I dare say maybe even see if this gets resolved and Ubisoft goes after him, maybe do some, legality for damages, Smash.
Tried to turn the community against me, made up lies about me, went out of your way to steal someone's identity, and now you're taking the standpoint of, oh, Smash exposed who I am because I literally have Mcdizzle Gaming on my LinkedIn profile picture, and because of that, it's my fault for sharing that? Like, I'm sorry, bro. You are not the person in the position of being right here, okay?
He's not.
All I'm doing is reporting, showing people I do my due diligence.
This guy had no clue the can of worms he opened trying to get a gotcha on Smash, and he didn't even have his own tracks covered. Retarded.
I do my research, and part of that sometimes shows things that you might not want to see out there, which, oh, by the way, goes back to don't come at me if you don't expect me to come back at you and say, oh, okay,
fair
this
out.
is what you're going to do to
Fair.
me. All right, everyone, here's who we're dealing with.
Yep.
Again, you can try to...
Why do they always play victim when they get clapped back at? Even Review Tech USA does that crap.
Cry and play victim all you want, But at the end of the day, you are the one in the wrong here. It's why I'm not worried at all about Ubisoft and their lawyers. I did what they asked me to. I complied with what they asked me to, even though I know I
100%.
didn't have to, out of the kindness out of my heart, because I don't want this employee to be negatively impacted or affected by a situation that you 100% wholeheartedly created yourself, that I
100%.
had nothing to do with. Take some accountability. Something that
He won't take accountability at all. He won't. That's why we're in this predicament here. This dude sucks. He sucks.
clearly these people have no idea what to do. But
They don't.
anyways. But doesn't have the guts to talk to me, but can't seem to get me off his mind after almost 2 weeks, as well as blames me for
Well, I mean, you came at him first. You came at him first, and now you want him to leave you alone?
situations he's in. Bro, I haven't talked about you in 2 weeks. Like, I got the C&D from Ubisoft. So you are part of that story.
Yep.
I am going to cover that story and bring up why it's relevant to my audience.
Don't let these guys silence you, Smash. Don't let them silence you.
I can't just bring up Ubisoft sent me a C&D and not talk about why they sent it to me. That wouldn't make any sense.
It would
so
not.
Again, stop playing the victim and understand what you did created this situation. Take accountability.
Take the L.
As well as blames me for the situations he is in. It's tough to strike a conciliatory tone with that, although I have tried. You control the buttons you press. Stop being a victim and blaming me because of your oversights. Again, my guy, you are the one projecting here. You are
Yep.
the one.
He's literally telling Smash to take accountability and all this nonsense when Mcdizzle was the one who stole somebody's identity.
Playing the victim. You wrote this 3-paragraph essay as to why I'm the one that's at fault here when you proactively
Yep.
attacked me. Like,
He-
I don't know how else to tell you this, but
He drew first blood. He drew first blood.
you are in the wrong.
Yep,
And
I agree.
everybody sees it for what it is right now, especially Ubisoft, who is
Ubisoft.
watching.
Take 'em down,
everything that's
Ubisoft.
happening
Take
right
'em
now.
down.
And I am not worried at all. My hands are clean from the situation. I admitted that what I did probably could have been vetted further. I
Yep.
could have asked more questions. You could have lied more to me. But at the end of the day, I would have ended up in the same exact position that we're in right now. And again, it goes back to you taking accountability for what you did, the actions you created and caused.
Fucking
Instead
facts.
of saying, oh, if Smash just did more, I would have backed off. It would have been left at that, and I would have told the community that he is better than I thought he was and very trustworthy. Yeah, bro. Okay, the same guy that stole someone's identity and went through the lengths of finding out who they are.
Dude, how are you gonna try to fucking moral grandstand against somebody when you're the one that did all the stupid shit in this situation, Mcdizzle?
or where they work, what position they were, the teams that they worked on, and giving all this information with a backstory would simply just drop it instantly if I replied back to him? Or would you maybe have tried to keep going with me? Which
Yeah.
one's more logical? Like,
He probably would have kept going if you didn't call him out, Smash.
think about that for a second. Anyways, I don't believe you, by the way. That's why I don't
Nah.
talk to you. That's why when you're like, oh, Smash has refused to talk to me
Yeah, nobody's gonna talk to you. Anybody that has any kind of credibility is not gonna talk to you, Mcdizzle.
or platform me or have me on his channel, why would I? You have proven
You're a
yourself
joke.
to be untrustworthy. Everything you say is something that I would not even listen to anyways. You are not trusted. You are
Yep.
not somebody that I feel like is
Fucking fatality here.
important in the grand scheme of
Fatality.
gaming. You're somebody that is detracting and ruining the movement of what we're doing here of trying to make the games industry better. All you're doing is throwing a wrench into the machine and saying, whoa, look at that. If you throw a wrench into that, it breaks. Like, yeah,
Yep.
bro. That's what happens. So
Dude.
congratulations on your small win that lasted like a day when much of the community who just already hated me going into that just reinforced and confirmed their bias of hating me.
Hands down. They were all probably in on it. I would dare say they're all in a group chat together and coordinated some of this together, but that's another story.
Again, where everyone else kind of saw this for what it was and kind of made them aware of, oh, who's the Smash JT guy? Let me find out about the situation.
It only helped
and then
them
you
out.
Streisand me. just
Yep.
like Alyssa Mercante did, just like everything else that just keeps happening with me, how everyone keeps coming at me and everyone keeps finding out about me.
It's only helping him grow. I mean, he's the story right now. A little peanut butter and jelly, I'll be honest, Smash. Not joking. Good on you, man. I know it probably is stressful, though.
And they're like, oh, wait, Smash isn't actually doing anything wrong at all. And
Yep.
he's trying his best. And sometimes he's human. Sometimes he's going to make mistakes, but he's trying his best with what he's doing. And he's doing his best to provide this information to us. Why would we hate on him for that? Meanwhile, we have people like you who are trying to destroy the very industry that we all love so dearly. Anyways, I could keep going on this. The article goes on and on, but that's basically all I wanted to get out of me in this video. Mcdizzle is completely lost.
Yep.
Nobody cares about his channel anymore. He's removed the videos. He's lost the
Nothing was accomplished that he wanted. He's a joke.
views. He's losing subscribers. Most likely, I haven't checked into that specifically, but I would imagine he's losing the views from the video itself. And his reputation was already in the dirt from covering Grums, Grums DLC, Grums 3.0. Like, he needed to find somebody else to come at, and he thought that I would be a good target.
He tried to come at me in the past, and I completely ignored it. But this is next level here. This guy looks like a retard.
Target for that, and he chose very poorly. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. If you,
I think Mcdizzle embarrassed himself, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section, and subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next one.